In this video, I want to show you guys how to get 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers in 30 days. I'm not going to waste y'all time. Let's jump into it. And as always, I have my notes organized because y'all know I like to ramble. But the first things first, you got to answer real questions. Now, listen to me very carefully. When you go on YouTube, when you're looking for a solution to a problem, let's say you bought a new phone and you were trying to get the best settings, how to get the best settings on your camera, how to do an oil change very quickly with no experience, how to talk to the camera, how to get better at camera presence, how to write this, how to write. The first thing you do is you go on Google or you go on YouTube to get the answer, right? And lock in with me, y'all. When y'all answer questions, what you're doing, right? You're providing value. You're providing value to your people. So search-driven content is where it's at when it comes.
Answering questions, what people want to know. Okay.
To retaining people. And I'm gonna be honest, I subscribe to channels that provide me value and offer a solution or entertainment or solve a problem or, kind of put myself in an experience that I've never had before. When I first started creating content on YouTube, I'm telling you, I always tell y'all to go back to my old videos. My first video, I was scared to talk to the camera. And I was always afraid of how I would look or sound, or if I stuttered, or if I made mistakes, or if my voice sounded weird. But what I did was, I also with practice and doing it with repetition. But at first I was like, how to talk to the camera. I went on YouTube, how to talk to the camera. Boom, I got a bunch of videos solving a solution and providing me with what, y'all? Value. When I get that value, when I got that value, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this person a subscription because you know what? They provided value to me. I was in a situation at a detriment, and I said to myself, this video gave me that value I needed to overcome the situation that I've been in. You know what I'm saying? And I look back at it now, that's where most of my practice and reps came from. Watching videos on YouTube for people who are successful, and also practice and putting what they offered into rotation, but also putting my own spin on it. But listen, if you're providing value, you're going to gain someone's trust, and they're going to trade that time for that subscription. So that's one thing that I say to myself, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. I would look at, I think in like 28 days, I've hit 1,600 subscribers.
Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing.
And that's because I build a library, a plethora of videos, and being consistent, but also being confident and providing value to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Doing this, getting to 1,000 subscribers is one of the hardest things I've done on YouTube. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know it sounds hard, but trust me, if you apply these steps, you can do so very quickly. Once you change, and I always say this, you change your attitude, you change what? You change your attitude, you change your altitude, y'all. You change your altitude. Let's move on to the next one, right? The next one, and I know a lot of y'all probably are in the space trying to figure out your niche, but optimizing your channel. You got to optimize your channel. And there's no debate. You know what I'm saying? You need a clear picture. That little circle where you have to put your picture, take a nice lit picture that shows your face. You want to set up a banner. We got to do some housekeeping, y'all, because guess what? While we're providing value, what's going to happen? The person that subscribes to the channel is going to start looking at your channel. It's going to look at your banner. Want a nice clean banner. You know what I'm saying? A picture of yourself that they can see you as the creator. And then also, we got to do what? We got to optimize our descriptions. You got to say to ourselves what we're going to do on this channel. How are we going to create? What is our channel going to be about? And that may evolve with time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to niche down, but when you do, give people a clear indication on what they're subscribing to. Because once they start watching your videos, they're gonna start looking at your channel and browsing. It's kind of like a department store. They're gonna shop. You know what I'm saying? If you go into a department store and you're looking for a shirt or a pair of pants and you can't find sizes and everything is all over the place, guess what? You're gonna either call for help or you're gonna be like, yo, I'm out of here. I'm not gonna spend my hard-earned money if I can't find things here. So the same thing with your channel. If they don't get a clear indication on what the channel is about, what's gonna happen? They're gonna either be like, I don't even know what's going on here. Is this about cameras? Is this about like fitness? What's going on? Once you have time, because your niche will evolve, give yourself when you're ready, make a clear indication at that time what the channel is about. If you're still trying to figure it out, be transparent. Tell your audience, I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm gonna be showing up, and this is what it is. Do that, because what you're gonna do is when someone subscribes,
I'm figuring it out, but I'll be showing up for sure. Let's go.
they're gonna get a clear indication on what you're creating, what your channel is about, and what's gonna happen. That value that you give to them is gonna do what? It's gonna create retention. They're gonna stay. They're gonna want to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds weird, but we got to do some housekeeping. Make sure your channel's clear. They can see. Make sure everything is proofread. Make sure it's organized. Make sure it looks good. You got a banner. You got a photo. You know what I'm saying? If you want to link some socials, do that. Also create a business email. I'm gonna tell y'all, because guess what? When you get a YouTube account, you get an email account, and I'm telling you, emails are free, so there's no excuse. There's no excuse why you don't have an email in your description. I'm sorry. If you haven't, I want you as soon as you finish watching this video all the way to the end, I want you to go on Google and create yourself a Gmail account, which is, you know what? It's just stormbusiness.at gmail, whatever you need to do. Make sure you create a business email, because you got to think about it. Even if you don't take it serious, some people do take it serious, but at the end of the day, this is a business. This is a side hustle. This is a hobby. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? That can, one, lead to subscriptions, or if someone wants to reach out to you from your tribe, they can reach out to you via email. Or if you later on you want to add your socials, that's fine. I'm not, if you don't use social media, at least have an email, right? It's 2026, y'all. We should have an email account that's part of our business and what we create. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. I already told you I like to ramble, but this is serious, because this is gonna depict what are the next steps and what you want to do on your YouTube journey when you hit your first 1,000. I know it's hard. Trust me, but we gonna move on. Let's move on to the next one. The next one, the next one is improve your clickability, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get to 1,000 subscribers, right? If you want to get to 1,000 subscribers, the first thing you want to do is, you want to improve your thumbnails. Another housekeeping tip: when we make a thumbnail, we gotta have, if we're gonna have our face in the thumbnail, let our face be. Make sure you wipe the camera lens. Make sure your face is clear. You have some text here or here and things like that. Because what's gonna happen is that when they're watching it on mobile, they're gonna see a small little thumbnail. If they're watching on TV, they're gonna see it on the big screen, and they're gonna, if it's not clear or legible, what's gonna end up happening is gonna be like, what is this video about? It's about this, it's about that. You gotta make these thumbnails clickable, and at some point you're gonna find a creative style. You're gonna figure out, oh, I'm gonna use a specific color. Some people like to use red, some use white, use yellow. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to use props. You're gonna want to do all these things. Make sure that you optimize that. You want to optimize. You want to improve your content, your thumbnails for clickability, whether it be on mobile or on TV, or even when somebody's watching a video. If they see your thumbnail on the right hand side, they're gonna be like, oh, what's going on with this video? They're gonna leave the video that they're watching to click yours. And what's gonna happen? If you provided that value, what they're gonna do? They're gonna subscribe, because they saw your thumbnail stuck out in that small little square. Y'all know what I'm talking about. In the corner.
Exactly. We know what you're talking about.
When you're watching your videos, whether you're on phone or whether you're on TV, you're gonna be like, oh, let me watch this related video about Storm. What he got going on? Because that thumbnail looking kind of clean. You want to do that with your videos, because when you're creating this brand, believe it or not, this is a representation of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Think about the time when you were watching YouTube videos and all of a sudden you saw something and you was like, yo, I want to click on that instead. You got to think about it. Think about if you were watching this, would you click on it? And then once that's gonna take time. I'm still trying to learn thumbnails. Thumbnails is its own creative beast. Creating videos is one thing, but the thumbnails, oh my goodness. Let me tell you, I'm still trying to improve that. But every time you do a video, try and improve the thumbnail. Try to get better at it. Maybe there's a special font that you like. Save that font. Maybe you like a specific color. Make sure the text is not too big. Make sure it's not too small. Make sure it's not crooked. Make sure you proofread what you put in your thumbnail. Those are the important things. It brings clear indication, call to action to your value. Let's move on to the next one, y'all. And do me a favor, drop a like on the video, subscribe. We have just passed 13,000 subscribers. 13,000 subscribers, y'all. I cannot believe it. Like, I seriously cannot believe, like, in 28 days,
That is amazing. That is amazing.
I seriously cannot believe, like, in 28 days in 28 days, we'd hit, oh my goodness, we hit 1,600 subscribers. And I
Wow.
appreciate every single one of y'all. I would not be here today
28
if it wasn't for
days.
y'all. And that's another thing y'all need to understand. Though
Wow.
it's about the audience. If I'm not here, if y'all not here, right? So do me a favor, drop a like on the video, subscribe. These videos cannot be done because of you. And it means the world to me, man. I still can't believe it. The growth is insane. I'm humbled. I'm thankful. And we're going to keep going. It's not over, man. There's so much more work to be done. Oh, man. I'm so thankful. Let's move on to the next one, y'all. And the next one, and I always talk about this in my videos. And I said it in the beginning, you got to change your attitude. It will change your altitude. If you're at a certain amount of subscribers right now, let's say, and it's all about perspective. Let's say, for instance, you're at 100 subscribers. And I tell y'all every single time, if you have 10, that's 10 people. I can't fit 10 people in this car. If I had 100 people, I would not be able to see out the windows of these cars. If I had 200, I can't serve 200 people for dinner. If y'all came to my house tonight, you got to understand, be humble by what you have, because these people have taken the time out to hit that subscribe button. And what you got to do is continue to provide value to those. You want to serve those who are there for you. You know,
True. Everybody counts. Everybody counts.
what you got to do is continue to provide value to those. You want to serve those who are there for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be optimistic. You got to be positive. You got to be thankful. You got to be humble. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't entertain, listen to me very carefully. If you can't entertain 10, how are you going to entertain 10,000?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm gonna say it again. Like, if you can't entertain 10, how you gonna entertain 10,000? You know what I'm saying? You gotta put in the reps. I say this
Start
every single
small.
time. You gotta put in the
Build.
reps. And it's not easy, but it's simple. I say easy because it's simple. And those words, they work together for me. If it's simple, I could put easy systems in place, like I'm showing y'all in these videos, on how to create an opportunity, which is to, let's say in this instance, to gain 1,000 subscribers. It's that simple. I'm telling y'all, you gotta lock in and be thankful, because what you're gonna say to yourself, oh man, I really wish I had 10,000 subscribers. But guess what? If you woke up today with 10,000 subscribers and you haven't put the time to provide value, optimize your thumbnails, be positive in your videos, be optimistic, and come up with a solution to people's problems, why would they stay? You get what I'm saying? You have to provide value. If not, you're gonna let them down. And I want you to really understand. And this is what I told myself. A lot of these things is me, reflection of myself. I had to realize, like, I can't just boom have 10,000 subscribers. I gotta put in the work. You can't just have 1,000. You have to put in the work. You gotta get better. Sometimes you gotta work later. You gotta work harder. You gotta do it when you're tired. Do it when you don't want to. You gotta do it when work is hard. You gotta do it when you completely have failed. You know how many times I failed? I have videos on my channel that have not gotten that many views, maybe sitting at 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 views. But let me tell you something. 90 people took time out their day. 90 people took time out their day.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that one more time. 90 people took time out their day to watch my content.
Shout out to that 90. Shout out.
Time out their day. I'm gonna say that one more time. 90 people took time out their day to watch my content. You got to think about it. I'm telling y'all, you got 1,000 people. That's an audition. You got 10,000 people. That's a small sports event. You got 50 to 100,000. That's a stadium. Like,
Perspective.
it's a small sports event. You got 50 to 100,000. That's a stadium. Like, you gotta think about it. I'm pretty sure y'all have videos on your channel that had hit 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000, or even 1,000, 100, whatever it is. But you got to understand something. Have you talked to 100 people today? Have you talked to 50 people today? Do you have 100 text messages in your inbox? Like, listen to me very carefully. You provide value, they will subscribe. I know this is a little bit of a ramble, but trust me, perspective is everything. There's no positive and negative. There's no neutral ground in your brain. Positive and good, negative and evil. Once you say to yourself, I'm going to do great things will happen. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? There's going to be peaks and valleys. But at the same time, if you change your what, your attitude, this will raise your altitude no matter what. Let's move
Okay.
on to the next one, y'all.
Inspirational
And I'm
video.
sorry, your altitude
Inspirational
no
video.
matter what. Let's move on to the next one, y'all. And I'm sorry, I'm sorry I'm passionate in this video because this was something I faced when I was trying to, like I was talking about the watch time in the previous video. This is something that was tough for me as well for subscribers. And the next one, and the next one is huge. You have to hook and connect, right? You want to build good hooks and you want to connect with your audience. You want to connect on a pain point. You want to connect and relate on at a bad experience or a positive experience. Some people could relate. Like most people will tell me, you know what? When I first started, I didn't know how to talk to a camera. And I'm gonna be honest, you don't just wake up and all of a sudden have camera presence. Some people, there's like a 1%. I'm not saying that's a real statistic, but some people are out there, they're just naturals. But when I first started, I had the Pocket 3. I was walking around with the gimbal, spinning around in circles. Y'all check my first video after you're done with this one. I didn't know what I was doing. I was nervous. I had the exposure was all off. I was just like, what if somebody sees me? But you gotta
Mm.
understand something. People could relate to that. People could relate to not being able to talk to a camera or not, or dropping a phone or not really,
Yeah, this is real. Real video, real life.
not being able to talk to a camera or not, or dropping a phone or not really, not being able to create in a space where it's wide open and everybody's, people, you're nervous about what people think. I was nervous about what people think, and people could relate to that. Comment down below. Let me know how have you felt when you first pulled out a camera in public. You was probably super nervous. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
at the same time, you find a balance. You could relate to that. You'll eventually get better at it, and that's it's important. At the end of the day, that builds community. That builds community because guess what? You're gonna get alignment. People align around the fact that they like Nike over Adidas. People align because they like Canon or Sony or Nikon or whatever camera they like, or Panasonic. There's a specific thing for someone, and people like what they like. Well, guess what? You build a community about creating those videos, liking those cameras, that finance, that fitness, you build alignment. And that's how you retain people. That's how you get subscribers. I'm gonna be honest, listen to me. There is no quick, rich, get subscribers scheme. This is
Mm.
all from grit, grind, and hard work and realistic goals. And that's what I had to set to myself. If you apply these things, y'all, listen to me very carefully. If you apply these things, you can and will gain 1,000 subscribers. And if you lock in for 30 days, I'm not saying make 30 videos. I did that before. 30 videos in 30 days. You could do that if you want. I've made almost 100 plus videos last year.
Mm.
And I'm saying, I'm not asking you to do that, but let me tell you something. As you continue to grow and you continue to practice and you apply steps, and these steps can work, you could put your own spin on these steps. Comment down below. Let me know if I missed something. You trust me. You, I don't know everything, but at the end of the day, if you share these tips, it will help somebody else, or maybe it'll give me an idea for another video. Comment down below. But I'm telling y'all, with these steps, you can reach 1,000 subscribers in 30 days. I'm not nobody special. Hard work, consistency, positivity,
Mm.
authority, passion, and the willingness to grow, learn, and do all these things, you can reach that goal. It's very simple. I don't want to, it's easy, but I try to twist that word and say it's simple. You apply these simple steps, you can reach that goal. Do me a favor, y'all. Drop a like on the video, subscribe. We have just hit 13,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Do me a favor, drop a like on the video, subscribe. I'll see y'all on the next one. Like I always say, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Peace.
Peace, man. No, he's really passionate, and I like what he said. Definitely, I need to work on that authority and then the confidence as well. But definitely, I'm on that consistent because I've been dropping videos every day, and I'll continue doing so and get creative with thumbnails and also, get the banners right and everything else. But otherwise, good video, good tips. I'm subscribed and I like the video. So do the same for me as well. Salute. Till next time, guys. Let's go.